nights, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, Nzo, here we go. Take N and Z, then throw in a O. Nzo's the name, and this is the show. It don't matter what the haters say, cause everybody knows at the end of the day, the Chaos List comes on Tuesday nights. Describe it in word, dynamite. He brings fire to all the masses. He rocks a hoodie and snapback and a pair of glasses. Chaos List is the second show of the week. Questions so fire that they make you speak about issues that are universal. We talk about shit that's controversial. Sit back, chill, enjoy the show. His crew is ready. And here's Nzo. Peace. Woo! Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Chaos List. Do not miss this. We'll say that one more time. Do not miss this. Peace.
Is there any stuff?
Yo, what's up, people? What is going on? Usual suspects in the house. We have another episode of the Chaos List. Thank you guys for popping in. We got Danny here. We got Chris Knight, JJ, LDG, and Elihu. What's up, guys?
What is going on?
Doing good, man. How you guys doing? Chris, you're muted.
Doing good. Doing good.
Great. I'm gonna let you guys shout out your channels real quick. We'll start off with Danny Graham. Talk to the people, sir. Tell them about your channel.
Danny, AGA, Comic Chat, Cat Conversations, Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm ready to go.
Let's do it. Chris Knight.
Real Review 3000. Just think I got affiliate over on Twitch. Check me out over there on YouTube, everything. Yeah, I'm happy. But guys, check me out there, and of course, check out Chaos Central. Thank you.
JJ, talk to the people, sir.
What is going on, everybody? It's your boy JJ. You can find me a little bit of everywhere and a lot of nowhere. Sunday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern. You can find me over on Chris's channel for the weekly wrap-up. Monday, you can find me over on Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective channel for going old school, retro discussions. Tuesday night, you find me right here with these fine fellas talking about some crazy shit that I can't wait to hear about. Wednesday night, I do a weekly live stream on my channel called Random Movie Reviews. This week, we're doing the original 1986 animated Transformers the movie. Yes. Hey, man, we got some good movies coming up. We've got, me and Slasher's got like 2 months worth of movies that we're working through right now.
Very nice.
Doing one a week. Yeah, man, we're rocking out. We physically watch the movie, then we go live and start talking about it. So I got some people interested in joining us tomorrow night, so we just have to wait and see. Thanks for having me on, Nzo. Great to see everybody. Check out LDG with the crazy eyes. Yes. Yeah, I know. You're muted. I know.
It's all good.
Yo.
Next up is LDG. Tell the people. Talk about your channel, sir.
That seriously just make it in time? What's going on, guys? Talk about fashionably late. What's going on, guys? LDG of Geeks Enjoy here on YouTube. Follow me on Twitter at Geeks Enjoy. Ready for tonight? Let's do it.
And last but not least, Mr. Elihu-Who. Tell the people about your channel, sir.
I am Elihu-Who, and okay, no, I did not play JJ because I'm not muted. Okay, I'm Elihu-Who.
What the hell?
I do not talk comic books. I do not talk cartoons. I do not talk politics. I have a science show, astronomy, astrophysics, every Wednesday at 12 noon called What's Up with the Universe? You know, science, something like magic but real. You may learn something. And why am I Team Alozi? Check that out on hashtag on Twitter. That's why I'm Team Alozi. I support Joseph. He's one hell of a producer, man. The guy needs credits. What credit is due.
There you go. I just want to say what's up to the people in the chat. Dandelion is in the house. G Major is in the house. Tony is in the house. I Love Food is in the house. Thank you guys very much for popping in. You know how we do. Three topics, sometimes 4, but today is 3. And then we discuss it. But we always got to start off with the honorable mentions. Now, unfortunately, I only have 2. I only have 1, and this one says honorable mention 2. because I didn't know what to do with one, but we'll start off with this one. Honorable mention number 1 should be, do you think LDG's trailer reaction video he made of us for last week's show was a true representation of how we fucked up? And I am going to...
I'll start with no, because I could have played it all where it looked even funnier, but no, that's okay. I think that was enough.
Nzo, man, you know, bro.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
yes.
I don't mean to cut you off, but you know, we all make mistakes. We all screw up. It's just this time LDG caught it.
He did catch
Oh,
it.
this time we all screwed up at the same time together. That was a screw up. Okay,
I wasn't there, so I wasn't a part of that.
Up. Yeah, you passed the screw up finish line hand in hand. It was a six-legged screw up race, and you all passed with flying colors.
The only reason why I said this is because in your video you were like, "Oh, these guys didn't check the source," but it did say Marvel fucking Studios on the fucking video that I did, so I thought it was the right source, you know. I thought it was, but hey, man, we fucked up. It was funny. I tell people watch that clip all the time, man. It was hilarious. It was absolutely funny.
Oh,
I
by
just
the
watched
way,
it yesterday, and it was funny as shit. It was better the third time.
If you guys, I need to say something about the Spider-Man trailer, guys. When Marvel found out that it got leaked, they were pissed, of course. And they did a little editing when they did the final trailer release. They cut one scene down. One scene was cut. The part where the guy slams the paperwork on Peter Parker's desk. In the film, you see the guy's face. In the actual trailer, Marvel cut that face out.
Did they?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't even notice that. But, I mean, the trailer was still the same.
I know. They just cut the face out. I'm like, okay, is that Matt Murdock or the other detective? Nobody really knows now.
And I will say this, with honorable mention number 2, LDG kind of gave me an idea to do a video representation of it. So I am definitely going to do a video representation. This will be honorable mention number 2, guys. Let's do it.
Hello, how you doing? Welcome to my show. This is the very first edition of Undiluted. Hello, people.
What did I just watch?
I don't fucking know. I wasn't in none of that shit.
Mr. Danny Brown
donation, huh?
just had his birthday. Can we please give him a big happy birthday shout out? Happy birthday, Danny.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Danny.
Thank you.
43, 44, how old
That
are you?
was awesome, Nzo.
No, Elihu, he's 45.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wish I was 45.
So do I.
That was for you, Danny. Hope you had a great birthday party, man. Much respect to you. You know, big up.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I gotta delete them old good God, I'm taking so
No, never.
Yeah.
Listen, I tell people never delete your old stuff, because here's the thing. If anything, what it does is people can go back and watch it, go like, what the hell is this? And then they can watch and they can see you progress into better and better and better and better until they realize, oh my God, this guy's actually put a lot of work in towards this.
Yeah, for real. You can see your progression over the years, and you know what I mean? So that's why I started off with your first video. I went to Danny's page, I grabbed the first video, and then you can see the progression through it. JJ, was no offense. I wasn't trying to leave anybody out. It was just like quick
I know.
things of
Hey, 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 hey! I'm
of
just
Danny.
giving you shit, bro. I know you made it. I'm just giving you shit. You know,
And of
Danny,
course,
Danny,
JJ,
Danny knows we got much love for him, man. You know, it doesn't matter who was in that video.
I appreciate it.
I hope you had a wonderful birthday, regardless of who was in there. It doesn't matter. It was all about you, Danny, and I hope you had a wonderful one.
yeah, but JJ, you notice that Anzo
Thank you, man. I
highlighted
appreciate it,
his
man.
donation comments.
Yeah, I was
What?
calling myself Mr. Mocha at one point, Dandelion.
Mr. Mocha, yeah.
What were you saying, Eli? You said something?
I said, yeah, you noticed that maybe you weren't in there, but Anzo had to highlight his donation comment on that video.
No,
it
yeah,
just,
of course.
it just happened that was the first one. You know what I mean? And I just grabbed the clip. I didn't really do it on purpose.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
No, I didn't do it on purpose, guys. Come on now. Now we get into the topics, y'all. Topic number 1 will be DC fandom. So last year, in the middle of various COVID lockdowns, DC fandom was launched, changing the world of fan conventions in a pretty big way with its global event, bringing together everything from the world of DC Comics to one place. Earlier in the year, it was announced that October will see the event returning again, and now with DC Fandom 2021 just over 6 weeks away, DC has announced the first sight of what can be expected when the free streaming event takes place on Saturday, October 16th. And there are some big things coming for DC fans to get excited about. The Batman trailer, a first look at Black Adam, and an exclusive look at HBO Max Peacemakers are just some of the highlights coming to the event. What are you guys excited for when DC fandom comes out? Whoever wants to start can go ahead.
Well, I mean, I didn't actually do it live. I think Anzo, you did it live last year, didn't you?
Me and Terrence.
I basically took, the different everything that he released. I basically did a reaction or talked about it within reason. I didn't do everything, but I did Black Adam, some of their games, Suicide Squad, things like that. I'll probably do that again, but I'll be excited for most of it. I mean, they did a great job last year presenting this stuff. I think most of the stuff they did get out looks good, and I liked it, but it's still this thing of it. I mean, listen, if you put a Ford Pinto and you give it a really nice, cool paint job, you give it ground effects, you give it hydraulics and stuff, it might look good, but it's a Pinto. I mean, and unfortunately, right now the DCEU and the DC universe, whatever they're calling it now, is that Ford Pinto. They can keep slapping as many cool paint jobs on it as possible. They got to show us that they actually have an idea for where they're going with this. I mean, and I'm the first person to say, if they want to do just single one-off films from now on, or go back to like what they were doing with Batman, where they were doing multiple, like a trilogy or something like that, I'm okay with that. But make up your damn mind, because when you do an Aquaman 2 coming up, or you do another, Wonder Woman or whatever, that ties it back to the DCEU. And it's like, come on, if you're going to do a full rewrite, get it over with. So the first thing I want to see is something about Flashpoint. Absolutely. First thing I want to see is Flashpoint.
Absolutely. I can understand that. Anybody else? JJ?
That's the only thing I can agree with Chris on, because you guys know me. I'm not big into these movies. I just watch them to watch them. But I am seriously looking forward to, and it's been a long time since I felt this way about a film. I'm looking forward to Flashpoint, because I seen the animated version of it and I thoroughly loved it. Okay, I want to see this brought to live action, and I didn't read the books. I don't know nothing about it. All I know is what they have already shown us as far as the Flashpoint cartoon movie. And I would love to see that in some way, shape, or form translated into live action, man. So, yeah, that's the only thing I'm excited about. The other thing ain't got nothing to do with DC, but that's a discussion for a different time.
Got you. Danny? Any thoughts?
I'm definitely interested in seeing the Black Adam. I'm definitely interested in seeing the new Batman. I'm going to take what Chris said. I don't think that DC skill set to a trilogy or a movie that's going to be cohesive. So I would just do a bunch of awesome standoff one-offs until somebody's there that can do it. And yeah, because they're not doing very good. Wonder Woman started off in 1984. It was a total disaster. Some people complain about the Batman trilogies. Man of Steel, for whatever reason. I think they have more success in doing the one-offs versus trying to do a trilogy or have something that holds 10-year arc like MCU. I think they can do that. They don't have the people in place. I would really kind of latch on to the animated universe. Those people try and brainstorm with those guys, and then just come up with kick-ass one-off movies. People gonna come and see that. It don't have to always tie together. Right now, it don't have to tie together. So they kind of do a couple of one-offs, then maybe by that time they get their act together, then they can start doing movies that tie together. But right now, I just don't think they have the necessary skill set and leadership in place to do the 10-year arc like Marvel.
I completely understand, and I agree with that too, right? I like the connected universe, but because they don't have a plan in place, if you're just going to do one-offs, then do your one-offs. You can even do a trilogy of the one-offs, right? Like Superman trilogy that's not connected, Batman trilogy that's not connected. I'm okay with that. I'll be fine with that, because they don't really have a plan anyways. LDG, what's up, Ash? How you doing? Glad you can make it. What do you think, LD?
I'm looking forward to Flash. Don't know what they're gonna if it's gonna fix anything. Are they gonna try to do some kind of super reset? Because I don't see what it would help. I mean, I get it, right? I mean, Marvel's been blowing the wrong side of some, hardcore. They need a reset. That's why they did the whole Loki thing. But does DC need to reset anything? I don't know. I know they want to get rid of what they want to get rid of Cavill, and they want to rewrite a couple things. But the only thing I'm really looking forward to, honestly, is Flash and how they do it. Even though they have the worst actor, I believe, in my opinion, that they could have playing the Flash. Besides that, I mean, what else do they got coming on? I mean, you got Batman. I'm interested in Batman, Aquaman too. As much as I like Momoa, I'll watch it, but I'm not super hyped for it. And what they got Wonder Woman 3 in development. Man, they better hit a home run with that fucking thing after 84. I'd rather watch Endgame. And then they got a couple TV series coming up here. It looks like Green Lantern Corps and Justice League Dark. You guys hear about those?
Yep.
So those going to be live? Are those going to be live action or animated?
Animated.
Oh, okay.
All animated?
No, well, the Green Lantern Corps is live action. The Injustice, I believe, is animated, which I seen a trailer for, which looks fire.
You talking about Injustice, like the game?
Green Lantern Corps.
Yes.
I'm sorry, LDG. Yeah. Continue, please.
Yeah, no worries. And I'm looking at a list here. It looks like they're even trying to do maybe a Lobo and a Joker 2. Not in development or anything, I guess, still on the drawing board. Those would be interesting to look at. So, but as far as what's on the table right now, really looking forward to Flash. Always enjoy the story of Flash, and hopefully they don't fuck it up. Flashpoint is one of those things that if you don't do it right, they already showed how you screw it up in the TV series. How they effed up the Flash on what show? What channel is it on? Damn
CW.
I can't think of the name right now. CW. Yeah, they already fucked up the Flash TV show. So they better realize they're walking on glass and don't screw it up and give us something that will not only be a great story but somehow be connected in some form or fashion to the rest of the DCEU.
Got you, Elihu.
We also saw.
Oh, go ahead, Danny.
Isn't the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix? Isn't that part of the universe?
I don't know if it's part of the universe, but I know they are trying to do a part 2, right? And I'm thinking that they might try and connect it with the Batman. So we'll see.
See, I wouldn't even do that. I would do the Penguin, Catwoman, kind of Batman rogue gallery. Then I would introduce Batman at the end. Try that.
It makes sense that they could do that. It makes sense that they would do that. No, it's okay, Danny. I agree with you that they could do like one-offs of the villains, like they did with Joker. Go ahead, Chris.
Yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say, I mean, that's fine, but that's gonna take a long time, and DC is not known for, obviously, with what we've gotten. Give them too much time, it just gets farther and farther apart from what its purpose was. They had a great idea at the start, and look where it's at now. It's in shambles. It's in 5,000 different directions until you have somebody that can do that. Now, I don't disagree with maybe having like 2, maybe 3 movies and introduce several villains at one time. I don't know, for lack of a better term, kind of how like Pulp Fiction was. Pulp Fiction had multiple different people that it followed, and it cut back and forth between those things. You could do that with Batman villains in a movie, something like that. Hell, get Quentin Tarantino to direct it for you. You might get something interesting. But, man, before you do anything like that, you got to have, and Danny said this, you got to have the right person in charge of it.
Don't worry. Yeah, go ahead, Elihu. What do you think?
There's 2 things I'm looking forward to. Number one is The Flash. I do not believe it's going to do the Flashpoint because if they're going to go by history, DC and Marvel always mirrors whatever they're doing. Currently, Marvel is doing multiverse. The Flash is one of the main DC characters that deals with multiverse travel. So I believe The Flash is going to be dealing with a multiverse movie with several different variations of different Batmans. Speaking of Batman, the second one I'm looking forward to is The Batman. Automatically, it's got a 1 to 10 scale. Automatically, it's got a 10. If for any reason it shows a fucking origin story, it goes down to a 4. I'm fucking sick and tired of hearing how Batman became Batman. We know how he became Batman. Come on. Every single new Batman movie, we have an origin story. Enough of this. I'm tired of the origin stories. We know the character. At least like a little 5-minute talk back, or it's like, when I was a kid, this. Don't do the whole fucking intro of the movie of Batman's intro beginning. We've already seen this Burton's version, but everybody else's version. Please do not do this. You will lose my interest totally if there's an origin story. That's the only thing I have. I'm not looking forward to the Batman is the origin story if there is one. But everything else, yes.
You better not watch it because it's going to be year 1. That's what they're going to do.
Right. But the question is, are they gonna show his parents dying and all of that stuff again? I can kind of understand where Eli is coming from, but again, this is going to be totally different take on it. It's based on year 1, so I'd be fine with it. I'd be okay with it.
I just lost connection. Sorry, I just lost connection. So what does that?
But they really don't dwell on it. They just show like the guns and the beads.
Right.
They don't show the thing.
No, I agree with you, Danny. 100%. I don't think that is going to be like a complete 100% origin story where you get to see everything like that. So I'm fine. They just put a little glimpse of it. Boom. Then we see him turning into Batman or whatever.
Yes.
100%. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but not the story of like.
I think if it's going to be year 1, we're going to see things that work.
I love food, and Dead Space are saying year 2. So I don't know. Either or. It's still early in his career, right? So I'm fine with that. I'm excited for that. I want to see the Batman, I want to see the Black Adam, and I want to see the Flash. Those are the 3 things that I'm actually excited for.
What about Suicide Squad versus Justice League?
Isn't that animation?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all their animations I'm down for because their animations are fire. I watched The Long Halloween Part 1 and Part 2. Wasn't a big fan of it, but more or less their animations are on point. So I'm not even worried about their animations. For me, it was just the fact that we're gonna get to see these movies. Even the new Shazam movie, I'd be interested in. Oh, Suicide Squad versus Justice League is a game. Yeah, I thought so. Which is going to be a fire game as well too. So I'm definitely okay with that.
Is it going to be another fighter?
It's going to be like the Arkham games.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to be like the Arkham games. And I like the Arkham games. I think the last Arkham game is the one that I really didn't like. We have to drive around in the fucking Batmobile, which was so annoying.
I hated that.
So did I. It was absolutely annoying.
I mean, when you first start with the grappling hook, that's kind of hard, but you actually master it with the driving the Batmobile. Oh, come on. Where's reverse?
That was it better be a fire game. I agree. I think it's going to be a fire game. I hope so. Let's get into topic number 2. Yes, guys, I know the backgrounds on these last 2 topics, I didn't change them. I slacked a little bit, but my bad. Topic number 2 is Doctor Strange 2 leak. Now, all of the MCU movies gearing up for releases in upcoming year, Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness promises to be one of the most significant in terms of affecting the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. A Twitter user named Viewer Anon, who claims to have inside information about the project, has leaked a massive possible spoiler for the movie. The reveal is that a new superhero team called the Illuminati will be introduced in Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness, a rumor we've heard before, but it could bring a key player from the X-Men universe into the Disney era of Marvel superheroes. Do you think that they will that we will get an X-Men in Doctor Strange 2? Anyone? Go ahead. What do you think?
Too many cooks spoil the soup. You're gonna have too many heroes in this thing. If they're gonna have any X-Men characters, it's gonna be a villain. It's not gonna be no Charles Xavier. Come on, that's just too roomy. It's gonna have to be like some kind of villain like Magneto or something.
I don't know if they'll bring in Magneto right away. That would be, but it's definitely, if they do, I think Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, go ahead.
Remember, they teased Thanos. They could tease Magneto.
Yeah, they could.
If it was me, I wouldn't bring in nobody like that. I'd bring somebody like either Apocalypse or Mr. Sinister when they first get created or first start their experiments with Sinister.
That would be fire, because especially if it's Mr. Sinister, we haven't seen him in live action yet. So I would definitely be down for a Mr. Sinister in this movie, 100%. Chris, what do you think?
Man, I don't know if you want to go. There was something I think somebody said a few weeks back about how it's going to be difficult to introduce the X-Men or anything like that in this phase. If they're going to do it, I think that it would sound like the Illuminati. I think it's going to be something else, and they might put other people, like other heroes or something like that in it. I'm really not sure if they need to add anything, because right now, with the way it looks, with the Spider-Verse stuff opening up and him being in Spider-Man, that they're going to have plenty that they can carry over into it to continue. I don't know if they need to add anything. But I mean, they're going to do what they want. But X-Men per se, you said basically that they think that the Illuminati might be the X-Men,
or that they're introducing the Illuminati, which will bring in an X-Men.
Okay, see, like I said, something where it's a group and maybe one of them or two of them are that Illuminati. Maybe and I think somebody just said Reed Richards, right? Or start with I know that there's hints at the Fantastic Four possibly getting another reboot at the end of this phase, possibly. So perhaps you get Reed Richards, put Xavier in there. I think I heard his name thrown out there. You do something like that. That'd be interesting. Just kind of a group to start introducing these people, and then you can bring them in. Because let's see here. I mean, that's kind of how they did Black Widow with Iron Man. They've kind of hinted at the different people in there. Hawkeye was kind of a secondary character in a couple movies, and then he became more of a character. So that would play in that would be in their wheelhouse of how they introduce people. So yeah, if they do it right, anything, because Marvel does a great job, I think 99.9% of the time on how they introduce characters, and as long as they just don't give us too much to process in that movie because, like I said, the Multiverse of Madness has a large implication tied to it that needs to be sussed out, and everything needs to be timed just right. To add things that don't need to be there, that's dangerous. So that's kind of where I was going with that.
Hey, I gotta refresh. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead, JJ.
But yeah, we're dropping like flies.
You know what I mean? LDG, what do you think?
I don't think we're getting X-Men. I don't think we're getting X-Men. I'd like to see X-Men more in maybe like a Deadpool movie, like Tommy said. They've already went in that direction, so keep going in that direction would be nice. I'd rather see something more like
Mephisto.
Well, I was going to say I'd rather be a villain that I want to see than a superhero. We pretty much got all the superheroes lined up, basically, right? But it would have to be either, I don't know, like I said, either it's going to be Kang or it's going to be someone beyond Kang, someone in depth in the, even maybe if it's like a wild card, like an anti-hero, like what's her name? What's that chick's name from Spider-Man? I can't think of her name right now.
Which one?
Madam Web.
The comic Madam Web. Like if Madam Web made an appearance in some kind of wild card interim character, that would be interesting. She's in depth with the multiverse and knows what's going on with that, so maybe she could do something. Maybe get a cameo from a Watcher. That would be cool. But I would really like to see some kind of bad guy that is on par with Kang, but has his own agenda out for him. Doesn't necessarily have to be something like Galactus, because I gave up my hopes of ever seeing Galactus in Fantastic Four. But maybe something. You know, as much as I would love to see Thanos back, because hell, technically the time's reset now, and there's no TVA looking over anything. Doesn't that mean frickin' Thanos is a player in the game now?
The TVA still exists. Loki ended up there.
The TVA exists with a whole bunch of timelines being split. So how many timelines were split with Thanos having the gauntlet?
So you're thinking they're going to bring back Thanos? I actually heard he's coming back in Eternals.
I would like to. It's about time he makes a comeback, because his pathetic performance, and we just watched fucking Ant-Man destroy. Okay, just lay out the Avengers with no gauntlet whatsoever. So it's about time that Thanos comes back, and this time he doesn't play no games.
Was a what if, LDG? It was a what if.
Doesn't matter. It was a branch timeline that actually happened. What if doesn't mean shit.
Go ahead, Danny.
He didn't play games. He won. Why are you not getting that? He won. he kicked everybody's ass. He won. He did.
Okay.
Yes,
he lost.
How?
So he didn't win it.
He's
in Infinity War,
dead, isn't he?
Win.
He's dead. He's dead, isn't he? And you got to remember that the journey doesn't matter. The end of the story is he ended up dying.
Yes, but
that means he lost. But he won a round, but he didn't win the war. He won a battle. Woo! Yay! Cool. He won a battle.
Okay. We give you that. He won the battle. But if anybody else possesses the Infinity Gauntlet, don't they have the same power that he would have and wish his ass dead?
Yes, but yes, of course.
Okay, that's what happened. They outsmarted him. They got the Infinity Gauntlet and they killed his ass. You got to deal with it. Go on to the next movie.
Love how you line up the dominoes. So you're missing some major dominoes. Let's skip over some major points in your whole story right there. No, that's okay.
You keep harping that Thanos is the man. He is the man.
Yeah, you're like one of those people that says that the shortest point between two dots is folding the piece of paper in half and forgetting all the stuff in the middle.
I'm using the rule. Okay, we know paper that Superman is superior to Batman. But how does Batman keep whipping his ass? He's a mere mortal, but Batman defeats the whole Justice League because he is smarter.
Facts.
I didn't make that rule up. You didn't make that rule up, but the people that made those characters made those rules. So you gotta live with the rules. I'm not saying Thanos should do everything you said he should, but he didn't. The Avengers outsmarted his ass, and he got the short end of the stick.
No. The writers were morons and they wrote it like that. It wasn't Thanos' fault. It was the dumbass writer's fault.
LDG, if you want to talk about writing, you got to remember this one scene. Remember when he was looking at the video footage of him, his head getting cut off? He's like, that's destiny fulfilled. What was his destiny? He's inevitable. He gets killed. That's his destiny. He's get killed. Hello.
Good point.
Sure.
JJ, what do you think, JJ? We getting any X-Men in this movie? And if we do, who you want to see?
Well, as far as the X-Men go, I wouldn't mind seeing Cyclops, and I wouldn't mind seeing Wolverine, and maybe a better Jean Grey than what we got. Don't get me wrong, the woman looked beautiful as the role, but she didn't pull the role off.
Which Jean Grey version?
The last one, Sophie Turner, I think her name is.
Famakin was wonderful.
Yeah, from Game of Thrones. She looked the part. She was beautiful as a redhead, but as far as how it was written or how she acted it, maybe a combination of both, didn't pull it off too well. So I'd like to see a new and improved, better Jean Grey. I would love to see Wolverine, but still, I ain't got no clue who they would pull off to do that role because Jackman won't come back. He's done. And it wouldn't make no sense. You have these maybe younger, middle-aged X-Men, and you got this old man. I know they could de-age him and shit like that, but what would be the point? But you guys know me. You guys know me well enough. It doesn't matter to me, honestly, as long as it's entertaining. That's the main thing. As long as it's entertaining. You bring me a good film with some decent characters in it, with some decent writing in it. It ain't got to be perfect because the shit ain't never going to be perfect. Just make it entertaining, for God's sake. And that goes with anything, not just Marvel. Make it entertaining. You're trying to be out there to make a buck, and get people to watch this shit, but you keep fucking up. Ain't nobody gonna watch it no more. So make it entertaining. That's my whole thing about all of it. Even the third topic, if it's pop culture related.
Yeah, no, I feel you definitely. Elihu, what do you think?
What was the question again? I was the first one. I was the first one to say something.
Wow.
You did, right? X-Men and okay.
Yes, that's why I asked, what's the question again?
Wow.
I was the first one to say something, man.
That was great, wasn't it? I wish I could have done that shit.
You've done it. You did it last week, remember?
What are we talking about again? Fuck it, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, hey, can we move on to the next topic? I'm like, JJ, we did 2 topics already.
That was a couple weeks ago. I cannot believe I missed the second topic. That was just crazy. That right there deserves an honorable mention of its own because I was fried that night and I wasn't even paying attention.
Facts. I'll say this. I don't mind if they do put an X-Men in the movie. I really don't. I had enough of Wolverine. Let's get away from him for a while. I want to see someone different. I wouldn't mind seeing a good Rogue or something like that, but I just don't want to see Wolverine. Go ahead, Chris.
How many movies have they done of the X-Men now? They did 3 of the original, like 3 of the.
You talking about total or with the new cast or what?
Everything together. Yeah.
I think it's like 8 altogether, isn't it? Well, you count the Wolverine origins if you want to or not. Well, it's a part of it. You can't just deny it. It is a part of it.
I know.
But
it's about 9.
The thing about all of that, the problem is that Wolverine is the X-Men. Right. And it isn't like that. He is a cool one, but he is not the X-Men. He is just a part of it. And that's where they went wrong. I mean, we got some good movies out of it. I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but I'm with you, Nzo. I'm okay with putting him on a shelf for a while and letting him rest, and then find the right guy, bring him in when you have a full-on, X-Men movie, but not the main guy. He cannot be the main guy anymore.
I agree, 100%. I think there's a lot of other X-Men that they need to focus on. Go ahead, Danny.
I said one of the reasons why they did Ring is because it's easy to translate that into toys and that kind of stuff. Everybody would want to buy those claws. Everybody would want to buy that stuff. And the visor, that's pretty cool, but how you gonna sell Iceman? How you really gonna sell Rogue? And I'm just saying,
the things that his powers are easily translatable, in my opinion, to a toy sale. So that's one of the reasons why I think they ruled the Wolverine horse so long. But I'm with you guys. I can stand to see somebody different.
Yeah, man. I agree. Like, there's so many good X-Men that they can use, right? And put them in a role that's prominent. And when they do an X-Men movie, I want to see all of them shine. I just don't want to see it be centered on Wolverine anymore. I love Wolverine, and Dead Space said, he's one of the popular characters. Everyone loves him. But at the end of the day, do we really need to see like him being the star of it? I don't think so. I think he could be prominent and still be good without having to worry about him overshadowing everybody else. So
41 minutes, 4 seconds.
I think the ladies like
End of the day.
Hugh Jackman too, so that don't hurt.
Couldn't hold it, could you, dude?
No, I got to get one in there every now and then. And you're absolutely right, Donnie. The ladies them do love Hugh Jackman 100%. It's going to be hard to recast him though, because everybody's going to be comparing him to Hugh Jackman, you know. So yeah, he's going to be a hard to recast.
I don't know why, but Keanu Reeves keep popping in my mind first, but he wouldn't be a good choice because he's kind of one-dimensional.
No.
He's one-dimensional, and then he's too old. But I don't know why his name keeps popping up in my mind.
Because he can put it in your comments. That's why.
He kind of has the look. You know what I mean?
I remember your last video. I said you asked who would make a good whatever, and I was like Keanu Reeves.
Oh God.
Then he's like, yeah, I didn't even pay attention to that, man. I ain't saying, yeah.
No, casting Keanu Reeves. No, that's like casting James Buscemi as Superman. No, not gonna work.
If he was
Black
10 years
Panther,
younger, I'd say give it to him.
Yeah, I agree. I think he might be able to pull it off, but he is a little bit old, so that would be an issue. But yeah, Danny, I think you're right. I think he could pull it off. And we'll get into the last topic of the night, guys, which is topic number 3, and it's what if. And I don't know, I have if twice there. Sorry about that. But what if Toby and Andrew aren't in No Way Home? So the new trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home has shattered records after bringing in familiar villains from alternate realities. But what's going to happen if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield don't actually appear? From what we know based on the trailer, Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, tries to restore Peter Parker's secret identity by altering the past. This splits open the multiverse with disastrous consequences, including the arrival of supervillains from different cinematic universes. Now, do you think fans will riot if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are not in Spider-Man No Way Home? Who wants to take it home?
If they're going to start out... Go ahead, Danny.
You go ahead, Jay. I can wait.
Well, I wasn't going to say much. It was just... right now, what we've all been speculating what this movie is going to be about or how it's going to evolve or whatever, I think it would be a big mistake for Maguire and Garfield not to be in it. Especially if this is supposedly supposed to lead into Multiverse of Madness. But, it would be a big mistake. I don't care how good the movie is. If they're not in it, I think they're going to hang themselves with it.
Yeah, I feel you. Danny, you were saying to say?
I don't think the fans will riot, but buddy, the internet and YouTube would be hot with a lot of displeasure. And the only way to save that is this Spider-Man, he's gonna have to give the performance of his life. I don't think he has it in him. I think he has to have these other two to kind of play off each other, because he's not going to be familiar with those villains. They're not going to be familiar if they pull some of his villains in. So I don't think Tom Holland is a strong enough actor to pull it off by himself, but he has to have the other two. And I think that's the only thing that's going to make it feasible, make it cohesive, make it make sense. I think that's I heard today that this has had more 24-hour clicks and views than any other comic book movie ever, including Endgame. So there's definitely an interest, and the fans definitely want to see this. So they don't need to mess it up. They need to have all three in there, or at least two. I don't care what two it is. gotta have at least two. It could be Andrew Garfield, it could be Tobey Maguire. I don't care, but they gotta at least have two of them in there. Not, then the fans are definitely going to be upset, and it might hurt their overall sales if they don't have all three of them in there, or at least two.
Chris?
Well, first off, Yello, yeah. It's going to severely hurt this movie if the two old Spider-Men aren't in it. I hate to tell you. That's what people want to see, and unfortunately, when people don't make movies a certain way, they get chastised for it. Whether or not it's right or wrong, people have been talking about this for a long time, and this is the beginning of the Spider-Verse as far as live action goes. So they want to see that, and they're giving us the villains, so why not give us the Spider-Man to go with it? This picture, I don't know. I'm not going to confirm the source is a good source or whatnot. This is one of the pictures that came out. That's the screen thing. It does look like Tobey Maguire with the way he's standing, and that does look like Andrew Garfield. Now it's blurry. First red flag. Second red flag is that they're spaced off enough that this could have been digitally done. But if this is from well, yeah, and that's the thing what he said, but I think what you're seeing is them circling his hair there, but whatever.
No, the bar.
If this is real, well, there you go. But I mean, and there's a lot of people outside of the studio who have stated that they're in it. But we haven't gotten any full confirmation.
It's funny, I don't see their shadows.
Well, again, it's a question.
What I'm saying is, I don't mean to interrupt you, Chris.
Yeah.
It's funny what Yello said. What I'm saying is, critics and people always say that the movie was good, but it would have been better if they'd have had such and such and such. That's what I'm saying. I don't necessarily think the movie has to be good or bad. And I know a lot of people, what I'm hearing in YouTube, criticize that they don't like Toby. I mean, what's the last Spider-Man name?
Amazing.
I can't think of his name.
Oh, Tom Holland.
What's his name?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. A lot of people don't like Tom Holland for whatever reason. I don't think he stinks and terrible, but I've heard people criticize his acting and can he carry a movie by himself. I've heard people in the past say that they didn't like the first two movies because he's not a strong enough Spider-Man. So that was what I was referring to.
I think the problem with that. I think the problem with that statement is you're talking about a guy that's playing the Spider-Man before any of the other ones. He's still just a junior in this, as far as I know, right?
He's still learning, yes.
Yeah, he's still a junior in high school. The other two were graduating in the first freaking movie. So we're dealing. I know. What I'm doing is the people who say that, are thinking that I think they're looking at him as if he should be where the other two were. They were playing older Spider-Man. That was kind of the problem that some people had with the first two iterations of Spider-Man, was that we caught Spider-Man long after he was actually Spider-Man. Because I think in the comic books, and don't get me wrong, or don't get me, I don't know for sure, but I think he was like 14, 15 when he's supposed to become Superman. And we were getting him at 18, 19. So I hear what you're saying, I think what we're getting is a more true representation of the age, at least.
I've heard people say
Holland.
That he was young now, that the Spider-Man in Civil War is totally heads and balls better than the Spider-Man in Homecoming and Far From Home. In fact, he was younger in Civil War. I've heard other YouTubers say that Spider-Man is the real Spider-Man. That brief 10, 15 minutes he was in there, his acting was better. I ain't saying I agree with that, but I'm saying these are arguments that I have heard on other YouTubers' channels saying that Spider-Man is so much greater than when he carried a whole movie. So based on that, they're saying that they don't feel like Tom Holland can carry a whole movie. And I'm saying if that is the premise that we're working on, and you got 3 or 4 established villains and powerful actors, will he be up to the challenge of acting on the level that they are? I'm saying I don't think he can do it himself. He would have to need
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Tom Holland. correct me if I'm wrong, but Tom Holland was a Spider-Man in a $1 billion movie, correct?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he can't carry it, so I don't know. I have no problems with Tom Holland. I like Tobey Maguire better. I don't dislike Andrew Garfield. He's just not my favorite. I think they each add to the part. This is not a movie where you need to worry about who's carrying it because it's going to have multiple people carrying it. This is not about just Spider-Man. This is to begin Marvel on whatever journey they are starting to go towards in the beginning of Phase 4. Because remember, we had Phase 1, which set up everything, kind of gave us a look at the people. This is what's going to give us a look at the new group that's going to be going forward, taking the forefront. So Phase 5 is going to solidify whatever Phase 4 is doing. So this is just opening up the bag of worms. So Phase 5 can start to pick out exactly what the bad parts of it are and what's really going to be the main focus. And then you get to Phase 6. That's when you head towards the Infinity War and an in-game type movie, which LDG by that time, when he's 50 years old or whatever he'll be by then, will be bitching about how they did it wrong then. So we got another 10 plus years, but it will come. He will do it. Trust me.
Can I say something about that photo that you showed up, put on the screen on Joe?
Yeah, Chris put it up, but go ahead.
Oh,
Say
Chris,
something.
I'll put it up again.
Okay. Some people are claiming that photo is Photoshop. Some people are claiming it's actual authentic photo from the actual set. If Marvel happens to come out and say, this is not Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield, but it's a confirmed picture set, I would agree with them. Why? There's such thing as B crew. A B crew is stand-ins who has the exact same kind of haircut and body shape, and they dress in a costume as the original actors, so the actors don't have to stand there while they do the lighting and everything. That could be stand-ins. Marvel's like, yeah, that's not Tobey and Andrew. No, that's not them. I would believe if that's an actual on-set picture because that could be B crew. It's like Chris said, it's fuzzy and focused.
Yeah, I mean, and as for the shadow, if that's Andrew Garfield, it's right underneath him, and Tobey Maguire's where the light is that's casting that shadow. If you see where the scaffolding shadow is, that would be his would be in the scaffolding shadow too. So I mean, I'm not saying this is real. I'm never going to go out there and say that
clear photos of Bigfoot.
And that's what I'm saying. Exactly right. LDG's not wrong.
I've seen clear photos of Bigfoot. I swear.
We have people who sit there. We have people who sit there and dismiss Bigfoot with pictures that look like this. If we're going to sit there and dismiss Bigfoot and then say this is real, take this with a grain of salt. But it would be excellent to see them in. And remember, much like I said about Alfred Molina, you could have paid him $500,000, had him show up for like 10 minutes of a movie and be done. They could do the same thing with Andrew and Tobey. Here's $1 million each. Come in. We're gonna have you shoot two parts, whatever, or you have them come in at the very, very end in a finale situation. I think it has qualities of a real photo, and this also you have to remember. Anybody who would take this photo is probably taking it on a cell phone, and they're taking it as quick as possible, so they don't get caught. There's a very good chance of that. So it might be blurry because of that. But anyways, I'm going to take it down again. But I'd love to see them in it. If they're not in it, it's not the end of the world. But I think this movie would benefit with it. I don't care what they say about Holland. I don't care if he can carry a movie on his own. It's not about a person carrying a movie on its own. If he can't, then you give him the cast to carry the movie together. It's about the movie, not the person, not the actor. It's about the movie. If the movie's good and it works, I don't care if he's carrying it or not.
I agree. And me personally, I'm gonna
put that back up real quick.
I haven't got a chance to
this
say
one
yet.
Oh yeah. You will this one. If Tobey and Andrew villains are in the movie, you can bet.
You know what? When I saw that, I kind of thought that might be cool. Is that what if all the screwy stuff they're doing to the multiverse causes Tobey and Andrew to be bad guys?
Oh wow, that would be interesting.
Very interesting.
I mean, talk about the crazy crap that comes out of my mind, but hey, there you go.
Well, that didn't come out of your mind, because K-Dots got it first.
No. He said, if their villains are in it, they should be in it.
Okay.
When I read that wrong. I thought that's the thing. I thought he said, "What if they're villains?" And I was like, "Ooh,
yeah, wow, that would be good.
That'd be interesting." Would be good. And before we close it up, guys, we have a special guest that has something to say on the topic. So, Nerdman, what did you have to say?
Wait, what? So hello, by the way, guys. How are you?
What's going on, man?
I've just been listening to the shit, like the stuff you've been. I'm good, man. I've just been listening to the stuff you've been saying, and I just have to say, no way is this movie good if Tobey Maguire and Tom and Andrew Garfield aren't in this.
Why?
And you can't. I'm sorry. It's sold on it. I don't care whose fault it was. It's been sold on this premise now, and it's been built up. So Kevin Feige has to get these guys in the movie. I don't care how he does it. And it's not going to be... I think there's going to be huge disappointment. Huge disappointment if they're not in it.
Go ahead, Chris.
And he's got a really good point, because think about how WandaVision ended.
Yeah.
You build it up so damn much, and people are like, what's going to be there? What's going to be there? What's going to be there? And then you get that. I'm not saying WandaVision was a bad series. Just did not live up to what we wanted, because too much hype. Think about it. Don King did it a lot. Don King would hype up a match. I call it hype, call it trolling. It's the same damn thing. Don King used to hype up matches, and they'd be shit, but he'd still walk away with millions of dollars from pay-per-view for it. Time and time again. It's the same thing. If you push this as, I don't care if it's fake news or whatever you want to call it, that's coming out that they are in it. Enough people have talked about it. Enough people have said it. Enough people believe it now that if it doesn't come true, it's going to severely hurt this movie.
Yep.
Good or bad.
Yeah, you got a point. I mean, it's not going to affect whether the movie is good or not, but it'll affect people's perception of it, right? Because they're going into it thinking they're going to get fucking Andrew Garfield, and they're going to get, no problem, Danny. We're going to get the two Spider-Mans, you know what I mean? And then we don't get them. It's going to be an issue. No, because your text came in and messed up my train of thought.
Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
Thank you very much.
But
we are going to
Spider-Man and the real Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And we are going to close it. We are going to close it up, guys, because Danny has to go. I want to do the Mortal Kombat watch party. Chris has to go, and I think JJ has to go too. So, just going to let you guys run through your channels one more time, and then we can close it up. Danny Graham, talk to the people before you go.
Hey, I'm Danny Graham, a.k.a. Comet Chat, Monday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find me here doing my show, Chaotic Conversation, along with this guy and this guy. Thank you all. Fantastic show, Nzo. Appreciate it. See you tomorrow on Chris's show.
Peace out, Danny. Thank you for coming once again. And happy birthday once again, which I will be playing that clip one more time.
Happy B-Day. Happy B-Day, dude.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Later.
Peace out. Next up, Chris Knight.
Yep. Real Review 3000, Twitch, Odyssey, BitChute, lots of places. You can find me on almost every social media. I'm still trying to add more. And then here, Chaos Central, Big Afford Entertainment. He has me on every once in a while. Guys, check us all out. Everybody, it's community, guys. Help us out. Grow.
Absolutely. 100%. JJ, my man, what's up?
Oh, man. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, JJ. You find me a little bit of everywhere and a whole lot of nowhere. You'll find me here on Tuesdays on Chaos Central and Big Afford Entertainment. Guys, if you haven't already, go to Chaos Central, subscribe there, go to the page. If you see the red button, you've done it wrong. Come on, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to grow that channel over there. You find me on my channel on Wednesdays. You find me on Chris's channel over on Sundays. But, like Chris said, man, it's just get the word out, talk about us. We're trying to grow this channel up, trying to make it into something. And we can't do it without you guys. And it's greatly appreciated. Everybody that comes in onto Onzo's channel and over on the Chaos channel, Thank you, everyone, for watching. We appreciate it. Trust me. And thanks for having me again, Nzo. Appreciate it, man.
Glad you could make it, man. Once again, you know that. Nerd Man, I know you came on towards the end. I would have invited you on, but I don't know your times and everything. But talk to the people, sir.
No, it's cool, man. Thanks for letting me come on for just a bit. I had so much more for Tom Holland's ass, especially now I see Widows here. But anyway, it's Hot Takes Tuesdays. Subscribe if you want. It's a cool channel. Basically, a lot of discussions, a lot of talks, much like Nzo's. MCU, DC, etc., movies in general. I just like to discuss pop culture, so that's my channel.
Absolutely, great channels. All these guys on the panel have great channels, man. So if you guys aren't subscribed, make sure you do it. LDG, talk to the people, sir.
What's up, guys? Check us out this Saturday night for Late Night Nerdgasm, Adult Nerd Chat. That's right. Hit me up on YouTube, LDG of Geeks Enjoy. Hashtag Free the Net, guys. If you're sick and tired of the platforms treating us like shit, hit me up with a subscribe because I want to do something about it. Watch parties. Oh, coming up soon is Cowboy Bebop watch parties, guys. I got my collection all ripped up and ready to go. I'll be pumping out about one episode per day. Starting from episode 1, Cowboy Bebop. Subscribe if you wanna take part of that. Thanks very much, guys. Had fun tonight. Rock and roll.
Absolutely, and thank you guys for coming up. Next up, I will be doing the Mortal Kombat Legends watch party. So if anybody wants to join that, there will be a link to watch it. Trying to get that done before they go on to Ashley's stream after that. So make sure you guys check out that as well. Going to be some great topics on there as well. I'm going to end it one more time with my tribute to my boy Danny Graham, and then we are out. So peace, love, and hair grease.
Hello. How you doing? I want to welcome you to my show. This is the very first edition of Undiluted. Hello, people. It's me, Comic Chat. Chaos List. Tuesday nights, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. All right, Nzo, here we go. Take N and Z, then throw in a O. Nzo's the name, and this is the show. It don't matter what the haters say, cause everybody knows at the end of the day, the Chaos List comes on Tuesday nights. Describe it in word, dynamite. He brings fire to all the masses. He rocks a hoodie, a snapback, and a pair of glasses. Chaos List, the second show of the week. Questions so fire that they make you speak about issues that are universal. We talk about shit that's controversial. Sit back, chill, enjoy the show. His crew is ready. And here's Nzo. Peace. Woo! Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Chaos List.
Do not miss this.
I'm gonna say that one more time.
I see you, JJ. I see you.
Is there any stuff?